So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. There's a group of men, elite group. All these men are very influential people. And they're seated behind the scenes, far away from people, probably a secret place, and there are bodyguards everywhere. They're doing a memorial for someone who it seems like is no longer with us. And they want to honor that person's name, and they were all sort of sad. But at the same time, it was like a party was going on. The person they were honoring, it was sort of weird, sort of like they were honoring the sexuality, not the person. And the word LGBTQ is standing out. Whether it's being said or being highlighted, it's sort of the aim of the whole gathering there. Now, this is not a favorite topic I would usually do, but I'm prompted to do it because there is someone unalived, and the concept behind the whole thing is LGBTQ. I hope that's the right word I've used. And it's like someone was taken out because they were going to expose them for being that way. Now, we will not go into details because that was also crazy. There seemed to be an exhibition of art as well. The portraits composed of artwork composed from the image of an eye. It all looks fantastic and quite eye-catching. And there is a ritual as well. A ritual to make someone doubt their sexuality and include them in the bisexual data. And this person is really struggling to keep to their senses, and it was with last minute that they sort of were able to sneak off the ritual. And I'm glad that happened. It's like even the bodyguards are made to participate in the ritual so that what they participated in could be used for blackmail if they were to ever talk. These character figures are people we see in the entertainment world and some from the sports world, and I don't think I could mention which sports. They know themselves. The thing is, if people want to keep certain aspects in their lives secret so that other people should not know, especially if they feel like they would feel ashamed of it, that just means that what they are hiding is not good. I mean, it's simple to think. If there is something that you are ashamed of, especially if you know that there is evil in it, then why go through all the stress later on just to hide it? I mean, just don't do it from beginning. You cannot be doing something that you think you will enjoy only to want to keep it hidden, knowing it will destroy you. Here we are talking about things that would destroy you, not things that are of innocent feelings. Things that won't harm you if anyone knows is different. Actually, it is the thought of what horrific things people will think of us if they found out what we did that makes us end up feeling ashamed. Sometimes the shamed feeling is valid, but sometimes not, especially if it's a feeling that was manipulated by someone else just to destroy your self-confidence. Here we are talking about things that one does knowingly that they know is degrading in a way, degrading to themselves as well as other people. The taboo things that are just a no question about that. I hope that it was clear. So why do they do all that when they don't want other people to find out? And they will boast among themselves over it, of how they did it. But when it came to public view, they want to refrain from showing that because they know it is something that devalues the society. There are people who openly declare out to the public of their sexuality, and most of them, in general, if it is any kind of a sexuality that religion is against of, it's because these people had faced some trauma over it, and because they get overwhelmed about it in order to protect themselves, they appear to be like they have embraced what they claim and don't care what anyone has to say. But the truth is they do care, and they still need to work on themselves and go back to their true selves, which God had given them. They know this, but they just, because they feel like the damage has already been done and they have been made to believe that they cannot go back to their pure selves, they go on living the fake image they have convinced themselves to believe in. And these high up above characters use such individuals to their satisfaction, making them slaves and earning from these traumatized people until they feel they could not extract anymore. Then they destroy them and make it look like they fell from fame, a downfall already predicted from beginning. And we see those examples everywhere. We won't mention anyone in particular. So I suppose this was meant for anyone struggling with their identity sexually. God the Most High created male or female, and it is in everything that is living. Not like I want to shame anyone. No, I really understand you, whoever you are. But just be mindful that God created everything male or female, and there is nothing in between, even in languages. Look at the French or Italian or Spanish or Arabic. They are phrases and words according to whether they are male or female. And this applies to everything in the whole world. And the only thing that is in between is the it word. And you cannot call a human being it. We don't get to hear of any animal having an identity crisis about whether they are male or female. All animals accept what God has given them. So why is it so hard for the human beings to do the same too? Let me tell you why. Because you allow yourself to be manipulated with the dark that has no good intention at all for what you are supposed to have. The dark is doomed to go to hell, and so they are collecting people to go with them. That is as simple as that, and it's up to you to choose. If you choose the dark, just know you have no happy ending, both in this world as well as the next one. And no one should ever be made to be manipulated to doubt their sexuality. If you have anyone around you doing that, it's just best to stay away from for your own peace. Because if you won't think for yourself, you'll be manipulated to do what another wants from you. I mean, did God really create living beings so that they molest each other? No, He didn't. He created each and every one of you to experience life fully as individual beings who have their own will. Of course, there are people who end up growing into such environments where they get manipulated, but after a certain age, if you have a chance to break free from that kind of illusions, please do your best to do so. Don't hesitate even a second, because any hesitation from your side is their weapon. Some people might really be helpless, but for example, if someone has psychological problems, that's something different altogether. And such people who have psychological problems are regarded as innocent people in the eyes of God, and they will go straight to heaven. Some people might really be helpless, but where there is a problem, God has always created a solution for it. And for those who are not exposed to such, be grateful to the Most High for having protected you from such. And I'm thankful and grateful too, as well. But nobody is given a burden that they cannot carry. And lean towards God. Speak to Him of all that you have, and He will definitely show you the way out. Be sincere. For 3 years after I awakened to what was happening to me, I thought I was forever doomed to be in some kind of a spiritual jail. But when I was given the miracle to break free, I just realized that some spiritual jails, or rather almost all, are just self-imposed, or there is spiritual manipulation to make you think so. And if everything we experience started from just a thought that turned to emotion, and then manifested, then everything is valued for it, and it just means nothing is impossible. Do not doubt your sexuality just because you think that's how you can protect yourself, or just because somebody wants you to think so. So think about it, and I hope that helps someone. So till next time, much love and God bless.